Hey, what's happening, guys? It's your boy JJM back again with another video. UFC 317. These are the official predictions and the betting breakdowns. We're here to talk about each of the matchups, betting odds, etc., etc. Be it that this is a pay-per-view, you can also look forward to my best picks show, which I will release or record later on and release by the end of the day. Before we start, UFC Azerbaijan wrapped up last evening, and boy oh boy am I excited. Ended 8-4 on the card. Had a great call with Khalil Roundtree. He fucking destroyed Jamal Hill, which I called. Had a great call with Curtis Blades, which, you know, a lot of people are saying robbery. Shut the fuck up. It wasn't a robbery. I mean, Curtis Blades did what he needed to do to win, and I gave him the third round. At the end of the buzzer, I said Curtis Blades split decision, and he won. So shut up. Don't argue that. Of course, before I start, quick disclaimer: the show is for strict entertainment purposes and should not be viewed as financial or betting advice. If you are going to bet, please do your own research and bet responsibly. You're going to hear me pause a lot. You're going to hear my voice break because I've been battling a flu for the past couple of days. Sore throat, cough, sneeze, headaches. It's happening. It's all happening to me. But you know what? I digress. I'm a G. This is what real top G does. And normally, you guys know I drop since like the Thursday or the Friday before the card. But you know, of course, with the sickness, I didn't get to drop. So here I am, and this is why I'm late. In terms of my subscribers, I would like to give a quick shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much for all the love you showed to the channel. And guys, if you haven't subscribed, I know for the Usman Buckley card, I got over 317 views, which is ironic because this is UFC 317, because I checked this morning. And almost all of them didn't subscribe. I got one subscription, so 316 of you guys watched the video and said, you know what, fuck him. Guys, come on. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Even if you don't want to get the notifications, you don't have to turn on the notification bell, but hit the subscribe button. Help build the channel. Like I told you guys, I live in the Caribbean where YouTube is not monetized. It's not monetized in Guyana. I don't think, it's not monetized in Barbados because I tried to reach out. It didn't work, right? So I'm not doing this for money. I'm literally doing this because I love the UFC. I love selecting fights. It's just so entertaining to sit down and watch the masterpiece that is MMA, right? So if you want to help the channel, the goal is 150. I have 108 subscriptions right now. 42 of you could be watching right now that hasn't subscribed. Hit that subscribe button, right? I'm not even on par with the big channels like Pick'em, MMA Breakdowns, MMA Guru, Left Lane. All of these guys, I'm in their chat. Me and them are good. Useless, of course. I can't forget my boy Useless MMA because he does predictions and he's pretty good as well. So guys, come on. Hit that subscribe button. Help me build up the channel. They get paid, I don't. But I'm still going to continue to do this because, you know, it's just a love thing for me. But, you know, doing it and not seeing progress, it is kind of discouraging. But I still digress and I still go to work every day and I do the predictions because I know that I can be the best at this. And when I know I can be the best at something, I never give it up, right? So subscribe. Hit that notification bell, comment down below. Of course, you guys don't even jump in the comments, but you know, it is what it is. More breaking news, of course, if you have been living under a rock, John Jones officially retired, vacated the heavyweight championship, and Tom Aspinall is now the heavyweight champion. From what I'm hearing from my connects is that UFC 319 or 320, because 319 is already set with Chimaev and Duplessis, so they're not going to touch that card. Aspinall wanted to fight as close as 319, but 320 main event, Cyril Gane versus Tom Aspinall for the heavyweight championship. That's what I know for a fact. So Tom is just going to get it finalized this week. Of course, this card is a banger. UFC 317, headlined by Illia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira for the UFC lightweight title. Co-main event, Kai Kara France versus Alexandre Pantoja for the flyweight championship, which is a rematch. So, this is pretty exciting top to bottom. We only have an 11 fight card because Paul Acosta pulled out. And you wonder why he doesn't have kids. Of course, if you're smart enough and you caught that, or you understand what I'm saying, put a 1 in the chat or put a 1 in the comment section because you were a real one. Without further ado, let's get into the picks for UFC 317 and let's run this shit. First fight on the card, we have Peyton Talbot versus Felipe Lima. I'm picking Felipe Lima to get it done by submission. Peyton Talbot, last time out, got schooled by Raoni Barcelos, who we found out is pretty good. Although for his age, he's pretty good. Raoni Barcelos wrestle-fucked Peyton Talbot, had him in bad spots, almost locked up a sub. Now you're going to give him Felipe Lima, who's dynamic on the feet. Although Talbot is going to give Felipe Lima some problems on the feet. I can see that. But Lima's wrestling and his BJJ on the ground, he's gonna fuck up Talbot. If Raoni Barcelos was able to take his back and almost choke him out, Felipe Lima is gonna fucking choke him out. I can see that. Or grab an armbar, grab a leg, but more likely rear naked choke. On the feet, I will say this, Peyton Talbot is still dangerous. He's still a prospect, but they're just trying to throw him in a sink or swim scenario here, which I see the UFC doing with all the new prospects to see if they are truly a prospect. Gone are the days where they build up a guy and then when he meets to the upper echelons of the division, then he becomes a bust, essentially. Pardon me, oh God. My fucking voice and my brain is not working right like at the moment. So I think Lima is gonna fuck up him. Odds of the fight, Lima is minus 179 favorite, Peyton Talbot the plus 154 underdog. Give me Felipe Lima. Official call will be by a submission. Next fight on the card, we have Jonathan Dinez versus Alvin Hines. A short notice replacement fight. Jonathan Dinez was supposed to be fighting Justin Tafa. Tafa pulled out. We have Alvin Hines from LFA, who's 7-0 and is beating a lot of bums. 2-1, 3-0, 3-4, 4-1. Bullshit. I'm picking Jonathan Dinez to get it done by KO TKO. I watched tape of Alvin Hines. He's like a almost 40-year-old guy that just is a marauder that pulls his way through, that brawls and likes to power punch. Jonathan Dinez is a smooth, seasoned, calm, cool, collective kickboxer that is going to land a counter strike and send him to heaven. Give me Jonathan Dinez. Official call, KO TKO. I say first or second round. But, for the best picks, I'll let you guys know for sure. But I can definitely see him getting him out of there in the first round. Odds for the fight, Jonathan Dinez minus 200, the favorite, with Alvin Hines being a plus 170 underdog. Give me Jonathan Dinez. Official call will be KO TKO. Next fight on the card, we have Jacoby Smith versus Nico Price. The pick is Jacoby Smith to get it done by KO TKO. Last time out, Jacoby Smith fought Preston Parsons, right? I believe it was Preston Parsons. Was it? Was it Preston Parsons? I think so. That fight was fucking crazy. The first round, he beat the shit out of Preston Parsons. Second round, Parsons beat the shit out of Jacoby. Even had him in some bad, fucking submission spots and stuff. And Jacoby Smith kept his cool, kept his calm, got out of the submission attempts, and came back and won the third round with immense damage and pressure. This guy's a fucking gangster, entertaining. On the other side, you have Nico Price, good boxer, good power, but gets chinned a lot. His chin is the biggest worry, and he likes to brawl. And Jacoby Smith is going to destroy Nico Price. I can see it. And the odds reflect that because holy fucking shit, he's the biggest favorite on the card at minus 1400, with Nico Price being a plus 800 underdog. Give me Jacoby Smith, man. I say he moves up. I say he beats or walks through Nico Price and, collectively gets another step up in competition within the next 3 months. And I can see big things for him. So Jacoby Smith, official call, KO, TKO. Next fight on the card, we have Jose Delgado versus Hyder Amil. A fight I definitely didn't want, but the UFC is just hell-bent on killing prospects by having them fight each other very early rather than building them up. I just think it's a sink or swim mentality for the UFC, because what they have learned is that these prospects that they choose and they build up, when they meet the upper echelons of the division, like I mentioned before, they tend to fuck up, or Sean O'Malley style. If you know, you know. But I'm picking Hyder Amil. Here's why. He's a dog. He has a fucking granite chin and a will to win. He's the better wrestler of the two. Jose Delgado is the better striker and BJJ practitioner of the two. But Hyder Amil has power, right? Power with a good chin and way better wrestling than Jose Delgado. He can hold him down for 15 minutes, right? And he's not bad on the ground in terms of BJJ as well. Jose Delgado last time out fucked up Jake Matthews, which everyone called. I mean, if you pick Jake Matthews, you're a fucking moron. But what I learned in that fight is that Jake Matthews, who is not that good, was having success. Chopping the legs even hurt Jose Delgado. So Jose Delgado has a questionable chin. And from that fight, I saw it. I was like, oh fuck, is Jake Matthews about to, shock us? And then Jose just snapped out of it and, walked him down with brutal intent and fucking knocked him out. Or I think he knocked him down and then subbed him. But give me Hyder Amil. I think Hyder Amil is going to get it done, and the official call will be by a decision. Odds for the fight, Hyder Amil is the underdog at plus 125, with Delgado being the favorite at minus 145. I think Hyder Amil stays undefeated. I didn't mention that. He's undefeated. I think it's 9 or 10-0. And last time out beating William Gomis, who's a better kickboxer than him, he won that with pressure and grappling and just fucking grit. And I just see Hyder Amil being the more gritty fighter and getting it done by decision. Official call, what the fuck? Hyder Amil by decision. Next fight on the card, we have Vyacheslav Borshev versus Terrence McKinney. I'm picking Terrence McKinney, who ironically is the favorite at minus 185, and Borshev is the underdog at plus 160. But let me tell you guys why. I know Terrence McKinney, last time out, he destroyed what the fuck his name was, that old guy. But Terrence McKinney is a hit or miss man. Mentally, he doesn't look prepared in most of his fights, but last time out, something changed in Terrence McKinney. He looked more focused. His striking was better improved. His wrestling, his finishing instinct was just god tier, right? Yeah, he can get chin, because Vyacheslav Borshev, on the other hand, is a fucking nasty kickboxer with good kicks, mad power, and he's going to have the better straights, which Terrence McKinney doesn't move his head that much, which bothers me a lot. He tends to get knocked out, like a lot, right? So the chin is worrying, I understand, but I just think Terrence McKinney, rejuvenated, is going to come with a game plan, better wrestling, a better submission game, and I say he's going to get it done, man. I think he's going to get it done by a submission. Call me crazy, but I think he's going to take down Vyacheslav Borshev and he's going to get a submission. Next fight on the card, we have Gregory Rodriguez versus Jack Hermansson. I'm picking Gregory Rodriguez to fuck up Jack Hermansson. Rodriguez is the better striker of the two, hands down. Jack Hermansson is the more crafty and better wrestling, but Hermansson is going to have the height, the reach, and the strength advantage. I don't see Jack Hermansson taking down Gregory Rodriguez. The only thing I'm worried about is the cardio, because Gregory Rodriguez got tired in that Cannonier fight by round 3. So in the third round, I can see Jack Hermansson taking over, but he's not gonna sub Gregory Rodriguez on the ground, nor is he gonna, knock him out. Hermansson doesn't have that power. He's a crafty vet that tries to win decisions, but I say Gregory Rodriguez is gonna get him out of there within the second round. First or second round, TKO. Odds for the fight, Rodriguez is the favorite at minus 180, with Jack Hermansson being the underdog at plus 155. Give me Gregory Rodriguez to punch Jack Hermansson's head into the third row of the arena. So give me Gregory Rodriguez, official call, KO, TKO. Next fight on the card, ladies going at it, we have Tracy Cortez versus Viviane Araújo. I'm picking Tracy Cortez. Araújo got that win over Corinne Silva, who turned out to be very low on fight IQ. Corinne Silva is a dumbass, right? She was winning the fight in the ground game, right? And decided to stand and trade with Viviane Araújo. And Araújo is better in the striking. She fucked up Corinne Silva. Corinne Silva then started to fall to her back and all kind of shit. But this is Tracy Cortez. Yeah, she lost to Rose Namajunas. Fair. I called Rose to beat her in that fight. But was it Rose? I think it was, right? It was Rose, right? Yeah, it was Rose. I think so. But bro, come on, bro. I don't see Viviane Araújo winning this fight anyway possible. Cortez is the better striker, the better grappler, better wrestler of the two. Wherever this fight goes, Tracy Cortez is better. She's more prettier as well with a fatter ass, and she got cake. So if you know, you know. Give me Tracy Cortez Acosta. Odds for the fight, she's the favorite at minus 230. And Araújo plus 195. Give me Tracy Cortez, official call by decision. Next fight on the card, battle for flyweight supremacy as top contenders. Potentially a number one contender fight, Joshua Van versus Brandon Royval. This was supposed to be Cop versus Royval. Cop pulled out like he always does. No wonder he doesn't have any kids also. If you know, you know. And Joshua Van, I picked him to get a third round KO at UFC 316. And guess what? He fucking did it. And a lot of people doubted that he has the ability, but he did. Let me talk about the odds first, and then I'll break down. He's the slight favorite at minus 105, which I understand, with Royval being a minus 115. So it's pretty much a 50-50 pick'ems fight, right? However, this fight, although close, I'm picking Joshua Van to get it done. Here's why. Joshua Van is the better striker of the two. Boxing-wise, he has better hands than Royval. He has good kicks. His kicks have gotten really, really better, right? He's polished. He's defensively sound. His takedown defense is next to godlike. I think it's like 80% accurate or some shit like that, right? On the flip side, his chin, because he got wobbled against all of his opponents he's fought, from Borjas to Silva, even fucking Johnson. Johnson knocked him out, right? On the other side, though, we have... the chin is a worry because on the other side, we have fucking Royval, who has power, has good boxing. I think Joshua Vance is slightly better. He has better wrestling, and if the fight hits the ground, he's the better BJJ practitioner of the two. However, Joshua Van, I believe, is a little bit bigger, which is crazy, or I think he's shorter, but has, or they have similar or identical reaches. I can't quite remember. But I think Joshua Van is going to keep this on the feet. Royval is going to go for takedowns. Joshua Van is going to stuff him, and even if he gets taken down, he has good get up. So I think he's going to push a pace, make his reads, fight with high IQ. This guy has one of the best IQ in the UFC right now. So I'm actually impressed by Joshua Van. And I say he's going to get a decision. Split decision this time, because Royval is dog tough, fucking Mexican chin, and he is going to be in your face. However, this is a difficult pick for me because Roy Val has that pressure. And if he gets in the face of Joshua Van tends to fucking panic, and that's how he got knocked out against Charles Johnson. So he needs to address that and deal with that on the feet. But can he get it done? Do I think he will? Yes, I'm picking Joshua Van to get it done. And official call will be by a split decision. Next fight on the card, featured fight of the night, we have Renato Moicano versus Beneil Dariush. The pick is Renato Moicano to get it done by KO TKO. He's gonna fuck up Beneil Dariush. Renato is faster, better boxer, better wrestler of the two, and although Beneil Dariush is good on the ground in terms of BJJ, Renato Moicano is so much better. I mean, last time out, short notice fight against Islam Makhachev was destined to lose because he wasn't prepared for that fight. And everyone still gave him a chance, but, you know, well, not everyone, but, you know, I didn't. But Renato Moicano is fucking dangerous. Any either way, he's gonna beat Beneil anywhere this fight goes. Give me Renato Moicano, official call, KO TKO. Odds for the fight, he's the favorite at minus 150, with Beneil being a plus 130 underdog. Yeah, man, that seems about right. Should be wider, but you know, give me Renato Moicano, first or second round, KO TKO incoming. Next fight on the card, we have the consensus second greatest flyweight in all of history, because I still have Demetrius Johnson as number one. He did more. It doesn't always equates to better, but you know. We have Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. I'm picking Alexandre Pantoja to get it done by a decision. He's the favorite at minus 260. Kai Kara France is a plus 220 underdog. They fought before. It's a rematch. This guy has beaten every single one in the top 10, and he's doubling back and beating them a second and a third time. He beat Marino 3 times already, Royval twice, he beat Kopp, going to fight Kai Kara France for a second time, and, you know, it's just so fucking dominant, much like Demetrius Johnson, what he did back in the day. But this fight, I know, Kai Kara France knocked out Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg just doesn't have a good chin, and we found that out way too late, although he has the skills, right? But in this fight, Pantoja's the better wrestler, better BJJ practitioner, better striker, good chin. I just think he's going to get it done. Give me Alexandre Pantoja, official call, and still by a decision. Last but certainly not least, main event of the evening, we have Charles Oliveira versus Illia Topuria. Illia's moving up. They're fighting for the vacant lightweight title. My pick is Charles Oliveira, and I'll tell you why. Everyone knows Illia Topuria is a knockout artist. This guy is overconfident. He's cocky. He's arrogant, right? And a lot of people say, "Oh, you keep saying that," but he keeps saying what he's gonna do, and then he does it. Yeah, he does. He has a confidence reserved for the greatest ever, and there is no doubt. Knocking out Volkanovski, which I called, and then knocking out Max, which I didn't call, which I picked against him in that one, because I really need Illia to be humble. I want to see if he's the great indeed. And the only way for him to basically show us if he is great, he needs to lose, right? It's not me hate picking because, oh, this guy is cocky or overconfident. It's just me seeing the matchups differently. Max had the style to beat him, but Topuria is just relentless. He's in your face, and I know what everyone's thinking. He's gonna chin Oliveira because Oliveira tends to get knocked down. And Topuria said, if I hit or I hurt Oliveira, he's not going to get a chance to recover. I don't believe that. One, Oliveira is way bigger than Topuria. Way bigger, right? He has the reach advantage, the height advantage. He has fucking power that is going to hurt Topuria. So Topuria has never been hit like this before, right? Let's get that straight. And in terms of the wrestling, Topuria said, yeah, he has the lowest center of gravity. I'm the better wrestler. I'm the best. I'm the this. I'm the that. But look what Charles did to Michael Chandler last time out, who's a bigger, or, not in height, but in stature. He out-wrestled him. He's going to out-wrestle Topuria, right? In the striking, I can see Charles defensively sound. He understands. Charles is a smart fighter. Don't get it twisted. He was champ for a reason. I can see Charles essentially getting very defensive, shooting takedowns with the threat of takedowns to set up his striking, using his hands to set up his takedowns. And if the fight hits the mat, Topuria is saying, yeah, Topuria is one of the best on the ground in terms of BJJ. But, bitch, you ain't no fucking Charles Oliveira, the guy with the most submissions in the UFC. I'm calling it. I'm arrogant. I'm cocky. Oliveira does not brag. He does not boast. He says one thing. The champ has a name, and it's Charles Oliveira. And I can see Charles Oliveira getting it done either by sub or decision. But the official call will be decision. Yes, on the side of Topuria, he has the power, right? Yes, he has the better boxing of the two. Yes, he can wrestle. Yes, he has good BJJ. However, Illia Topuria's his whole thing is to trap you up against the fence because you're taller than him. Most of the fighters are taller than him. Jai Herbert, Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, all of them were a bit taller than Topuria. All of them got trapped up against the fence. He won't be able to get it done against Oliveira. I don't see him trapping Oliveira up against the fence, even with the pressure. And Oliveira is going to land elbow, knees, very good in the clinch. He's going to be stronger than Topuria. I think Oliveira is going to get this done. He's going to, even if he has to fight for it, I say he gets it done by a decision, split or unanimous, but I can see him getting a sub or a KO. So a finish could be possible, right? Give me Oliveira official call decision. Odds for the fight, he's been disrespected at plus 350. He's the underdog, but I'm going to be betting that versus Topuria, who's a minus 400 favorite. Give me Charles Oliveira. Official call will be by a decision. So there you have it, guys. Those are my official picks for UFC 317. Let me know what you guys think about the picks in the comment section below. Of course, like, subscribe, comment down below. And without further ado, look forward for the Best Pick show later on in the evening. This is your boy saying peace. Hey guys, this is your boy JJM from the MMA Breakdowns channel. If you like the channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below, and join the MMA Breakdowns channel army. And this is your boy saying peace.